Hello all, this is the second part of the beginner series that we have started last week. So in that particular part we discussed how we can create and edit a spreadsheet, how can we use some basic formulas like sum, average, max, min and all, and we also saw how we can filter and sort data. Today we'll be seeing about if function, concatenate function and data validation. We'll see how that works. So I have taken the same data set that we have used last time, like we edited a sheet, then we went with the formula that was sum, average, max, min and count. Then we went with filtering our data and sorting based on different criteria. So I'll start with concatenate first, then I'll go to data validation. At the end we'll see how if function works, because the data is arranged in such a way that if we'll go by one in that particular order, it will be easy for you to understand. So let's start with the concatenate function. Concatenate function, what exactly it does is like it just combines strings, you can say combine two or more texts together. So like in this particular sheet we have first name in column A and the last name in column B. So if we want to combine both the name, we can use concatenate function. We have one alternative of concatenate as well. I will show you how that also works. So we'll start with our concatenate function. So let's concatenate. We'll take this first, then we'll take this second one. That's it. See, the only problem that is when you're writing the formula, you should give a space as well. Like for space also you need to give a separate see what will do that. Sorry. Done. So if you want to give a space, you have to separately give one more argument that there should be a space between that particular text, you can say between that two columns that you are combining together. So now we have full name of the student. The other way to do that is you can use and, like I'll show you. See, we have Ravi, then we took and, then we gave space again, and then we have his surname. If we do that also, our job will be done. Like what we want, we'll get that particular thing. So you can use that as well. So we'll move next with our data validation function. Here there is no data, so I'll copy it down like this. That's it we need. So we'll see how data validation works. So like mostly what we use is for the list purpose. There are various other things that you can do with data validation, so I'll show you how it's done. So I mean, if you have a specific area where you want to apply data validation, just select it before you're going for the particular thing. So just go to data, and then in data tools, if you have any previous version, most probably you will have data validation on the ribbon itself, otherwise you will go with the drop down, then data validation. Now you have three different things, like this is the setting where actually we specify our data validation criteria. Next is input message, like whenever that criteria doesn't meet, or whenever a person goes to that particular cell, it will show a message like what we are expecting you to input in that particular cell or the range. Then error alert. Error alert is like if you are not following the data validation criteria, there will be error. So you can just write it down like error message, why the particular error is taking place or something like that. So we'll start. See, these are the things that we can do: whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, and other customized function as well. So the whole number is basically you can't type text in that particular range where you are applying for the data validation. List is you'll have a drop down list in those selected range, or you'll say selected cell which you give in that particular function. Date is apart from date, you can't put anything in that particular cell. Other range, time, text length also you can specify. I'll just show you how you can do that. So that's also you have some option like between, not between, equal, not equal to, greater than. So like what between does is you'll specify a minimum number of character that should be in that particular column. Like I need let's say you have you want the person to type phone number, so you'll say you'll go to equal to and you'll type 10, because generally in India all the numbers contains 10 digit, so that things can be done. Here we need a list, so what we'll go is we'll go to list, and where our list is, and we select the range of the list. So this is our range. Okay, I'll go with okay, that's it, done. You'll have name of all the students you can choose. Like before what we were doing is we were writing it manually, but now what we can do is we can just go and select from here. Okay, this is the benefit of data validation. This is just a common use. I mean, when you'll move further, you'll know how this can be used for a dynamic data representation, so that things will see. And to just just to remove data validation, again you have to select the range, go to data validation, and that clear all, right? Then okay, your data validation will be cleared from here. Next we'll move to our if function. I have taken some examples like these are students, their marks in the particular subjects, how much they have obtained, what's the maximum marks, and what percentage they have got. So based on the percentage we are going to calculate if the student is passed or failed, right? So in this particular case we look up our X curve is the best option. Like you can specify a range, and if that particular percentage falls under that range, you will have a remark on that. But if you're starting, you can go with simply if function. So we'll see how we can do that. So we'll type is equal to if, and we have three arguments over here. So first one is logical test. I mean, this asks us what logic you want to apply. So our logic should be simple, like if the student has got above 33%, he should be passed in that exam. So we'll see if this particular range, you can take one cell and you can drag down the formula. You can take whole range at a time and do that. It should be greater than 33%, right? If the value is true, what we want is passed. So whenever you are writing a string, you are writing a text in a particular formula, just write it between so as what I want it to be fail, right? See, this student has got 25%, so decide as fail. Let's see if we'll change some numbers, it takes place. See, 13%, the person is fail. Again, if I'll change it to 63, then the student passed the exam. So this is the thing. I mean, this is how you can apply a function. If you will move forward, you will know how to use nested if, which means how you can use another if function in one if function. So that we will see in coming videos. For this video, this is it, and I'll see you in the next videos. Till then, thank you, bye bye.